And just when you thought it was safe, it is absolutely positively not good. Thursday evening to you. How in the world are you on this Thursday afternoon? Boy, this is a beautiful day. I have not been outdoors today. In fact, I have not been outdoors in the last 2 or 3 days. Boy, it is a blessing when you can just stay at home and your money come to the house. Ain't that, ooh, hallelujah. Man, I am not feeling my best. I ate something and it just totally just messed my stomach up. I didn't go out to get me anything to eat, so I had some smoked sausage in there. So I ate me a couple of smoked sausage sandwiches and a bowl of grapefruit. And boy, it just did my stomach, uh, took my stomach through the whirlwinds. But praise the Lord, I'm here. I am here. So look, I'm just glad this evening to do this. And I was feeling so bad. I said, I ain't gonna do this now. Not this evening. I don't feel it like it. But I'm here, y'all. Praise the Lord, I made it. I made it. And I'm glad that you are here with me. I got the system to pick back up my YouTube page, so we here with that. And strange thing, I've asked God to increase my territory. Um, I was talking today to a friend of mine who manages a radio station down in Mississippi that I have happened to air on. In fact, I've aired on that station twice. And I was calling him. Well, he had ran for city mayor of Lexington, Mississippi. And he didn't win, but he was able to get his issues out. And I guess he's somewhat like me. He's in radio. Uh, he's in radio. He's in TV down in that area. And he's managing about 3 radio stations. And I called him to talk to him about buying some advertising for the bedroom therapy down in that area. And we ended up talking about maybe me doing blues radio down in that area every day. At the same time that I'm on the air here. So we're going to see if that increase in territory works. We have to do some negotiations and things of that nature, but boy, I would be all over the Lexington, Yazoo City, Kosciuszko, portions of Cain, Mississippi, portions of Jackson, Mississippi, a large area. And again, I've been in that area in the past, and it worked. It worked for me. So we're going to see what would happen. I would be able to broadcast from right here at the house. I'm already on WMQM, so we could do those 2 stations um, simultaneously. Hey, listen up. I mean, that's a blues area. Um, that area, the Delta as we call it, is full of the blues. Basically, every radio station down there does some blues. Um, this station is probably the only station that does it on a daily basis. But there are probably everybody in the Delta does the blues on Saturdays. I'm not interested in Saturday blues. I'm by the time I get down there, well, by the time the end of the week comes, I'm played out. I am. I play the blues hard each and every morning. But this station is out of Lexington, Tennessee. I mean Lexington, Tennessee. Well, there is a Lexington, Tennessee. Lexington, Mississippi. But it would be, I would pick up a larger audience, uh, a very large audience in that area. And I don't think that nobody in that area can be playing blues. Okay. I don't think nobody can be as entertaining on the radio in in the morning time. I have infiltrated more Southern soul into uh, my repertoire than ever before. I got a new one that a friend sent to mine this this evening. I like it. It's called Ride the Mule. This ain't no pony, baby. I'm not the only radio host in the world. I'm the best motherfucker. Now you come on my page with that bullshit. I'm not the only radio host in the world. I'm the best in the world, motherfucker. I got more experience on the radio than anybody that you know. I got 40 years behind the mic. Okay. I learned the blues from the best. So don't get envious, little petty motherfucker. I am the best. Ask your mama. Your mama probably been listening to me most of her life. You probably raised up on the blues on me, motherfucker. I am fine, baby. Girl, you know, every time you say it, my heart goes flippity flop. Well, folks, I don't give a damn what you do. You're gonna always find a nigga that's jealous. You ain't the best. You gotta prove to me I'm the best. I ain't the best. I'm what some of these young boys have mimicked. You can't get it right. So you from Mobile. I worked with E. Rodney Jones, uh, Chop 5-star Mobile. I think Rodney's dead now, isn't he? But I worked with E. Rodney Jones here in Memphis. Last time I saw E. Rodney was some years ago when I was about to take a job in Baton Rouge at a radio station. Okay. Who was mimicking you? Your daddy when he tried to fuck your mama. He's still alive, okay. I came up under the greats of E. Rodney Jones, Purvis Spann. He ain't got one more comments. Who am I stomach? Purvis Spann out of Chicago, Illinois, WVON. Now I don't know what Purvis was old last time I saw him, and I ain't seen Purvis now in 25, 30 years. And Purvis was old at that time. His daughter Melanie uh, runs the station WVON in Chicago. I mean, I came up under the show enough greats in the industry, and this was before Southern Soul even exists. I came up. Purvis dead? No. Yeah, that's how Purvis band, the blues band. Purvis started me in radio at a little old station here called WXSS. I started in the blues on the Purvis band. I remember coming to Chicago. He was a big promoter and doing shows at the, I think it no longer exists, the Regal Theater in Chicago. I was introduced and ran with the likes of Little Milton Campbell, Johnny Taylor, Tyrone Davis, McKinley Mitchell, all those guys, you know, back back in the day. So I've been around in this game for a long time. Yeah, the legendary Regal Theater. So we did blues shows. So I am very, if I can come to a meeting of the minds with the station in Mississippi, we will soon be doing it every day in that area along with the Memphis area. Hey, Delia. What we doing? I've hung out with the best. Albert King, one of the best crap shooters that you ever see in the world. Woody Clayton. How you want to be a mayor, be a radio host, and a con man. Man, why don't you call me? I bet you a bitch. I bet you a bitch. I bet you a bitch. I bet you won't pick up that phone and call me and question me. 901-231-9239. You ain't registered to vote no way, so we ain't worried about you. I could be the mayor on there. 901-231-9239. And you can't block your number out, brother. Call me straight before I get started tonight. 901-231-9239. Call me. It ain't ringing. Oh, my stomach. Whew. I'm waiting, man. I'm waiting. Yeah, Delia. Yeah, Marvin Cease. I knew Marvin. I didn't run with Marvin, but I knew him. Purvis is still with, okay, 88 years old. Yeah. Marvin Cease. My good friend Bishop Bullwinkle. And Bullwinkle and I had just talked on the phone a couple of days before he passed away. Um, the niece of the cell. Shirley Brown and I talk from time to time. My stomach is killing me. I don't want another smoked sausage ever again in life. I wasn't supposed to be eating them no way. Oh. Do you remember when I wrote that song in your house? I'm your teddy bear baby. I'm your teddy bear baby. I'm your teddy bear. Yeah. Ooh. Oh God. Phaedra, you a bitch. You won't. So you off the page, brother. I didn't think you had the. I didn't think you had the ball to call me. Ooh. Tasha, you got a new picture on here. You like I'm your teddy bear baby. You've been looking for love all of your life. I forget my song. I play it. I might play it tomorrow morning. I'm your teddy bear baby. Ooh, God. I'm trying to get my stomach in the right position so I can go and do this show that I want to do. Yeah, D, I know I don't still have the cup, baby. But I remember I wrote that song, what? In your living room or in your dining room somewhere. Mm. All right. Oh. Ooh. No, you don't pull the skin. You don't pull the skin off of it. But oh, it missed my stomach. No, I can't take a break on TV. But I'm just trying to get myself in the right position so that in your kitchen, yeah, okay. So that my stomach will shift. I mean, them smoked sausages. Whew. Bring me a Heineken's. Bring me a Heineken's. Whew. Then I'm going to go on to this part two. I mean, you're so silly. I got a zero Heineken's. Let me see if that one will leave my stomach. You need some Red Rock ginger ale. I ain't never heard of Red Rock ginger ale. No way. Ooh. But y'all get your pencil and paper together as we get ready for. I ain't got no ginger ale. Yeah, I think I got some Pepto-Bismol in my bathroom. I hadn't had enough smoke sausages. Oh. Look in my bathroom and bring me that Pepto Bismol with Heinekens. I'm something that has a shit sound.
Oh my God.
I've already had them.
You gonna throw up with some
Okay.
Heineken and Pepto. Oh my God.
Oof. Ah. Ooh. I'm gonna try this Heinekens first. God damn, I got everything out. I got, what is that? I got Pepto Bismol if I need it. Abel, Imodium. Alright. This Heineken all do the job though. Mm. Alright. Ooh, the Heineken's good. Alright, let's get into um, the evening show. I will not be back until Monday. There is a special on the bedroom therapy. And it's working. It's selling. Monique in Las Vegas. I don't see her on the page, on Facebook page right now. But she's in Las Vegas, where the brothels are. She ordered 300 coffees and 200 honeys this evening. She spent $2,500 in merchandise. These are people that are serious about making money. Hey, Monique, there she is. She's serious about making money. And that's the kind of people I like, people that's serious about money. This is so cold and so good. The president said that you're going to be able to get a free beer with every vaccine that you take. That's what the president is proposing. A free beer, cold beer, and a vaccine. You get a vaccine and you get a mug. Have y'all seen that? Mm, mm, mm. Oh. I might need another beer. Bring me another one just in case this don't work good enough by itself. Mm. All right. Did you all take notes from the midday show? As we talked about the lost books, you just said it right there. The lost books of the Bible. Why don't I talk about, man, why do you keep coming to my goddamn page? I don't give a fuck about Kwame Brown. And your mama who's Miss Brown. I don't care. The lost books of the Bible. And we went through some things today. We shared that the Bible itself, your King James version of the Bible, states, and let me read this scripture for you. And I'm sure that your pastor has never given you that scripture. Y'all haven't had that one in Sunday school. And I shared with you that you was all it's I saved the show, Carol Wynn, so it should be on Instagram. In one hand, I have the King James Version. In the other hand, the lost books of the Bible, who are not really lost. We just, as a people, have never found them. We've never read them. We have been so entrenched into what the white man gave us, and it does not. Your King James Version, no matter what your pastor says, is not all to Christ. If you go even in your King James Version, go to John, the last chapter of John, and it says there, and there are also many other things which Jesus did, the which if they should be written every one, I suppose that even the world itself could not contain the books that should be written. So then, all the King James gave you is his what? Version of the Bible. And men will say, I don't believe in them lost books. Well, okay. If you can't believe in the lost books, how is it that you can believe in the King James Version? How is it so easy to believe in one and not the other? I can't believe that the King James Version, I can't believe that the lost books is real. Then how do you believe that the King James Version is real? How can You believe that. And I would tell you to go and purchase yourself a copy of the Lost Books. But you will find that many church folk, many church folk are fearful to read anything or research anything that is not a part yet, Nina, of your traditional train of thought. Look how long it took for many people to accept the fact that Jesus was not white. I remember as a little boy, and even as I grew into adulthood, black folk would get angry with you when you told them that Jesus was not a white man. Y'all remember that portion on Good Times when what's the boy's name? What was his name? JJ's brother. What was his name? I know it's on the tip of my tongue. Michael. Thank you, thank you. Michael brought in the picture of of Jesus, a black Jesus. He painted a black Jesus. I got it now, thank you. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Okay. And his mother was very upset with the fact that he brought home, or he had painted Jesus in the picturing of who he really is, a black man. She said that it was sacrilegious because the train of thought was that you had to look like your master. We had all been taught, and I'm trying to find something on my phone where I told a national audience that Jesus was right. I was on the Tosh.0 show. I know I got it. I know I got it. I know I got it. Let me see. I think this is the one.
Is it tailored toward the black community? Are you open to all? The truth is not tailor-made. The truth is just the truth, no matter who you are. Okay. Jesus was not a white man. I know that blonde-haired, blue-eyed guy, blonde-haired, blue-eyed, nice abs. His name was Caesar Borgia. Jesus' name was Caesar Borgia. He was a homosexual. Jesus was a homosexual. That one y'all got on the wall. Oh, the one that we have on the wall. Yeah, he looks like a homosexual.
Yeah, that was me telling a nationwide audience, and I can remember the white people as we were cutting that in Hollywood. Oh, he actually said, even though the scriptures in Revelations plainly states that he had hair like lamb's wool, feet like polished brass, and eyes like balls of fire. Florida Evans said that was Ned the wino. Oh, ooh, that's good. So we have been indoctrinated with King James's version of what we call scripture. We also shared at the 1 o'clock hour that Jesus, God, does not have a denomination that they belong to. Isn't it strange that we have so many denominations and we say that we serve the same God? But if you ain't Baptist, you wrong. You ain't going to heaven. If you in the Church of God in Christ, they will teach you that you ain't saved unless you speak in tongues. And that was never a formula for salvation. In fact, when you read about tongues, I believe that's 1st or 2nd Corinthians, it tells you you're not supposed to speak in tongues unless you have an interpreter, unless you have someone there to interpret what you're saying. But you'll find that a lot of folk in tongues don't know but one thing. Halama Santa. Jesus coming in a Honda. How come Jesus got to come in a Honda? I drive a Cadillac. Don't you think Jesus could come in a Cadillac too? They practice tongues like the preacher practices the hoop. I'm going to give you that. There are many that practice tongues and they've learned a row of words to say. And you got to shake your head when you do it. And the scripture says, in your King James version of the Bible, it says, somebody needs to be there to tell you what they said. And they make it sound so good. They make it sound so pretty. And I'm not against speaking in tongues. And I knew a couple way back in the 80s, a white couple that she would interpret. But speaking in tongues is not the sign of the Holy Ghost. It may be a sign. Someone asks, is it real? I don't know. I ain't never spoken tongues. But I know that whatever I say and however I say it, Jesus understands. Are you here with me this evening? So in reading, and I invite you, because I can't go through every chapter of this book, get yourself a copy of the lost books of the Bible. It is not to contradict King James, but it is to enhance your learning, your understanding of God, and to make you more aware. When I went into Joseph at the 1 o'clock hour, I wonder did any take offense when I told you that Jesus, in today's standing and terminology, was a bastard child. Well, can you order evangelists? Your religious bookstores should have it. Or go to Amazon. I've had 2 copies, and I've got them out of local bookstores here in the city. Let me give you something. You got your pen and your paper. In our reading of King James, our reading of the story of the creation, you're taught that God created Adam and Eve, and they produce Cain and Abel. Have you been taught, have any of you been taught in your church about any other children in the creation story but Adam and Eve? Have you? I mean, maybe some of you have got some preachers who are learned and don't mind you learning. But what made me first look into it was I questioned it as a child. And I had my King James Version out. And I was doing the creation story. And in the 4th chapter of the King James Version, it starts off, and Adam knew Eve. Y'all know what knowing is. And Adam knew Eve, his wife, and she conceived and bare Cain, and said, I have gotten a man from the Lord. And she again bare his brother Abel. And Abel was a keeper of sheep. But Cain was a tiller of the ground. And in process of time, it came to pass that Cain brought of the fruit of the ground an offering unto the Lord. And Abel He also brought of the firstlings of his flock and of the fat thereof. And the Lord had respect unto Abel and to his offering. But unto Cain and to his offering he had not respect. And Cain was very wroth, and his countenance fell. And the Lord said unto Cain, why art thou wroth, and why is thy countenance fallen? If thou doest well, shall thou not be accepted? And if thou doest not well, sin lieth at the door, and unto thee shall be his desire. And Cain talked with Abel his brother, and it came to pass when they were in the field that Cain rose up against Abel his brother and slew him. This is the first biblical homicide. So we've got Adam and Eve. We've got right here in the 4th chapter of the King James Version that Eve had Adam and Eve. And I read all of that. Then we get to the part where God runs Cain away. And the 16th verse says, and Cain went out from the presence of the Lord and dwelt in the land of Nod, on the east of Eden. And Cain knew his wife, and she conceived and bare Enoch. Wait a minute. Cain went out from the presence of the Lord and dwelt in the land of Nod, on the east of Eden. And Cain knew his wife, and she conceived and bare Enoch. Now, what we have missing here? Where did the wife come from? I question that. I question that. Music is, if you shut up and listen, you'll hear everything I'm saying. Okay? Everything I'm saying. Okay? Because you're about to be eliminated. And no need nobody, what do you want? Why are you calling me? Let me see what this stupid person wants.
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2. Okay, I sent the caller's voicemail. Goodbye.
Where did the wife come from? Well, when I read in the lost books of the Bible, in the first book of Adam and Eve, it goes on and it states, and they dwelt on the earth working in order to continue in the well-being of their bodies, and were so until the 9 months of Eve's childbearing were ended, and the time drew near when she must be delivered. Then she said unto Adam, this cave, now let me put a pin right there. This cave is a pure spot by reasons of the sign wrought in it since we left the garden. Adam and Eve were the original cave people. When God drove them from the Garden of Eden, he drove them to a cave. The original caveman was Adam and Eve. And we again should pray in it. It is not meet then that I should bring forth in it. Let us rather repair to that of the sheltering rock, which Satan hurled at us. And it goes on and on. Let me come on down to this 6th verse. Then Adam rejoiced at Eve's deliverance, and also over the children she had borne him. And Adam ministered unto Eve in the cave until the end of the 8 days. Then they named the son Cain, and the daughter Luluwa, Luluwa. What did you just see? When Cain was born, Cain had a twin sister by the name of Luluwa. The meaning of Cain is hater, because he hated his sister in their mother's womb. Oh, Big Daddy, then don't bring it up on my program, okay? You are interrupting me. Okay? There are not no two creation stories. I hate ignorance, and you interrupted me, brother, and you about to get put off my page. There are not no two creation stories in the Bible. Because if it is, then, brother, give me scripture verse or shut the fuck up. Don't interrupt my class with your bullshit. If there are two creations, give me scripture and verse. Or shut the fuck up. Give me the scriptures. Give me the scriptures. Because you interrupted me and you're about to be put off my page. If you're so smart then do it on your page, brother. Give me the scripture, man. Oh, get the fuck off my page. Come, you finna go. Give me the scripture of the two creations. I'm waiting. You interrupt me with your bullshit. Back up what you're saying. Ten, nine, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You gone. Now, back to what I was saying. It appeared from our reading that Cain hated his sister in the womb. That's what I'm reading. The meaning of Cain is hater because he hated his sister in their mother's womb. There alone did Adam name him Cain. But Luluwa means beautiful because she was more beautiful than her mother. Then Adam and Eve waited until Cain and his sister were 40 days old when Adam said unto Eve, we will make an offering and offer it up in behalf of the children. And Eve said, we will make one offering for the firstborn son, and afterwards we shall make one for the daughter. Then we go over into the next chapter. And I'm not going to read verse for verse for verse. When the days of nursing the children were ended, Eve again conceived, again, right back pregnant. And when her days were accomplished, she brought forth another son and daughter, and they named the son Abel and the daughter Achillia, A-K-L-I-A. So we got two sisters that the King James Version of the Bible does not tell us about. Luluwa and Achillia. This is not important. Then let me make sure that it's not important. Why the fuck are you on my page, brother? Well, we won't have to worry about you no more. It's important to me. So we've got Adam and Eve, Luluwa and Achilles, the sisters. The sisters. Then I go down here in this next chapter that talks about Cain becomes jealous of his sisters. And I highlight some verses out of it. The third and fourth verse. But as to Abel, he had a meek heart and was obedient to his father and mother, whom he often moved to make an offering because he loved it, and prayed and fasted much. Then came this sign to Abel. As he was coming into the cave of treasures and saw the golden rods and incense and myrrhs, he inquired of his parents Adam and Eve concerning them, and said unto them, how did you come by this? And Adam told him all that had befallen them, and Abel felt deeply about what his father told him. And as for Abel, he prayed to God and drove away Satan from him. You'll find that Abel was more godly than his brother Cain. It goes on in the Lost Books to talk about Cain was 15 years old and Abel was 12 years old, and they began to grow apart. And in this next chapter, it talks about jealousy overcomes Cain. He makes trouble in his family, and how the first murder was planned. And it's a long, it was long. But it talks about the murder of his brother was premeditated. He hated his brother. So he planned the murder of his brother. In the second book of Adam and Eve, it talks about, well, let me read just a portion of it. When Luluwa heard Cain's words, she wept and went to call her mother and father and told them how that Cain had killed his brother Abel. Then they all cried aloud and lifted up their voices and slapped their faces and threw dust upon their heads and rent asunder their garments and went out and came to the place where Abel was killed. And they found him lying on the ground, killed, and beasts around him, while they wept and cried because of this just one. From his body they, by reason of his purity, went forth a smell of sweet spices. And Adam carried him, his tears streaming down his face, and went to the cave of treasures, where he laid him and wound him up. This in that pretense is going to be wound him up with sweet spices and myrrh. And Adam and Eve continued by the burial of him in great grief 140 days. Abel was 15 and a half years old, and Cain 17 years and a half. As for Cain, whom the mourning for his brother was ended, he took his sister Luluah and married her without leave from his father and mother, for they could not keep him from her by reason of their heavy heart. Brothers been killing brothers a long time, ain't they? A long time. And I just go out and get this vote. Go out and get it. Why did he hate him so much? I don't know. Sometimes you got hatred in your families. Don't some of y'all wonder why some of y'all kinfolk hate y'all? Some of y'all got kinfolk that hate y'all. Some of y'all got kinfolk y'all hate. Yeah. Cain was envious of the success that his brother Abel was having and the closeness to God that his brother had. Y'all got some kinfolk that don't like y'all. Hell, I got some kinfolk that don't like me. Yeah. I got two brothers that don't like me. Two. Mm. Two brothers. Well, two of them. I got a brother right here in Memphis that I haven't seen since the day I buried my mother. And that's been 5 years ago. Right here in Memphis. I got another brother that lives in St. Louis. I ain't seen him since my mother died. I hadn't seen him in a while before my mother died. Devin told me, I think you think you somebody. I am. You thought I was the only child. Oh God, no. I'm the oldest of 5. My mom had 4 boys and a girl. Me and my sister talk. She lives in St. Louis as well. We talk 2, 3 times a year. I got aunties in this city. We don't talk. I've seen them twice in traffic in the last few years. And we pulled up car to car and said our little pleasantries and keep on going. But that doesn't stop you life goes on. Life goes on. See, let me give you some. Blood really means nothing. Folk that ain't no biological kin to you, sometimes it's more family to you than people that carry the same name. Hmm. Yeah. Hmm. Many of your products are that. You got family members that's jealous of what God has done for you, your success. That's the reason you act the way that you act, or they act the way that they act. They don't love themselves. And they hate to see what God is doing for you. But you got to go on. You got to move on. Sometimes you got to dismiss family to be successful. They find everything negative to say about you. Do they want to borrow your money? No, they want you to give them your money because they'll never pay you back. Never pay you back. Sometimes you just have to shake the dust from your feet and move on. I don't worry about my relatives. Mm-mm. I buried one of my brothers. I had a baby brother. My baby brother's alive. And my mama's third child, he's alive. And I had to block him off of Facebook because he comes to my Facebook page saying negative bullshit. And I cuss him out and then just block him. I just said, fuck him. Fuck him. You know, I my brother that's here in Memphis, my son that was killed by a drunk driver, it'll be 4 years. I think it's about 4 years now. I forgot the date. Hell, didn't my folks show up at my son's funeral? Really didn't miss him. Listen, when I went into the hospital and stayed there 3, 4 days, didn't hear from no family member. I don't hear from them. So I say that if something happened to me, don't come after you. Because I'm going to get mad and wake up and get up and cuss your asses out and lay back down. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Don't let your success, don't let the things that you want to do be stopped by people that don't like you. Because y'all got the same mama, don't mean y'all got the same mindset. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. You can't put up with family that don't love you just for your mama's sake. You know, mama wants us to get along. Mama, fuck them. Fuck them, mama. Them your children, they ain't mine. So the story of Cain and Abel is not unknown to us. Let me give you something else. Y'all ain't gonna hear your preacher say this either. We are all descendants of incest. Lord Jesus. We are all what? Descendants of incest. Your preacher ain't gonna say that. Sade, you can't try to stop and figure out why somebody don't like you. After my mama's funeral, I called my brother that's here in Memphis. I was in a much bigger house than I am now. And we were going to have a fish fry. I was going to go out and buy a whole lot of fish. And I invited my brother to come, his girlfriend to come, and my children. But my brother found every excuse as why not to come. I tried one more time. Then I started hearing the streets started talking. And I started hearing negative and disparaging things that my brother was saying about me. You didn't take care of mama when she was living, da 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 da. Well, the person that brought it to me, after I got through laughing, I said, but he didn't tell you that one of the reasons that he's angry is because he lives as a grown man. He was living with my mama. That's nice. She was sick. But did he tell you that he was angry with me before my mama got down sick? Because I wouldn't go in and restructure my mother's home and build it up and do all of these things with a grown man living there. Did he tell you that when I got nurses for my mama, and my mama was mean in her sickness, my mama is a great curser. She cusses good. I knew my mama was feeling good when I come to the house and she said, "There my black motherfucker is." I said, "God damn." And she didn't want the nurse there because she thought the nurse was going to steal. I said, "Did he tell you that I took him off his little penny ante job and paid him a salary every Saturday to stay with his own mama?" He didn't tell you all that, did he? Did he tell you that when my mama died, he didn't have a penny? That my brother, who had just come into $200,000 in a lawsuit, didn't have a penny to go on the funeral? Did he tell you that I paid for the whole funeral? The $10,000 to the funeral home, the $2,500 for the grave. I paid it out of my pocket. Because my mama had slicked me. My mama slicked me. My mama slicked. My mama had insurance. I took the insurance. I went and got one of them gold caskets. Ed called me and said, Mama's, what did you do? You got the money off the insurance policy? But that was my mama. So I went in my pocket and paid for the funeral cash out of my pocket. I got $500 from my sister, and I used them to get a big flower thing, big flower spray. But my brothers had no money. And you gonna talk about me? No money. My little brother wanted to be a small-time dope sellers, weed seller. You can't sell enough weed to get a flower? But that was my mama. And the headstone, I had a picture put on the headstone. Didn't nobody have no money for the headstone. So if you go out there to the cemetery now and you read the headstone, it says, "From your loving son." Don't say from your children, because they didn't pay a goddamn penny on this. "From your loving son, Thaddeus Matthews." I handle the business. That's what I do. And I said, the next time he comes to you with some shit about me, tell him I said, fuck him. With a long broomstick, fuck him. Oh, I forgot the $2,500 I paid for the vault. That was my mama. I'm her first child, her greatest creation. So I don't bother them. No. I ain't trying to, well, you ought to be the bigger man, and I ain't going to find nobody shit. I ain't got time to go find nobody. I ain't going to look for them. You need to go sit down with your brother. I ain't going to find that motherfucker. I ain't. Because, what about family first? I ain't never said family first. Family ain't first with me. Them biological family ain't. Them that care for me, I care for them. If you don't care for me, fuck you. Mm-mm. That's what you said. You still have to forgive them. I ain't mad. I just don't fuck with them. See, you don't have to be mad at somebody not to fuck with them. I'm over the anger. I just don't fuck with you. Okay? I just don't fuck with you. I'll leave you alone. If you don't give a shit about me, I don't give a turd about you either. Shit, my brother's down there 50 years old. My baby brother. The fuck I look like going hunting for a 50-year-old. I'm the easiest somebody in Memphis to find. You call me, my telephone number been the same number for 30 years. My mama died and you lost the house. My mama didn't have to lose the house because it was already paid for. It was where I grew up at, in my aunt's house. It was already paid for. That house would have been 64 years old this year. Now the whole street, ain't a house on the street up. But I'm not gonna save no house for no grown man to stay in. Fuck you. Mm-mm. My aunties all educated. Maybe I'm that dumb, I don't know. I'm good for that. I'm okay. I remember my uncle died, my mama's oldest brother. I got the message that he was dead. I went to the wake at the Oak Grove Missionary Baptist Church on Kansas Street. And I felt the coldness. I felt out of place. I could feel the coldness in the air. You ever been somewhere you know you ain't supposed to be, or you know folks don't really want you there? He was my mama's only brother. I go to the wake, felt like I was on an iceberg, and I was the Titanic sinking. Didn't nobody want to talk to me and shit, other than strangers who knew who I was. I was in the purple truck, so they knew who I was, and I parked at the front door. So I just signed the register book, left. I didn't even go to the funeral. I ain't gonna treat you no better than you treat me. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. So you know if I don't give a fuck about my family and that bullshit, you know what the fuck I think about somebody else and their bullshit. Because every day God keeps blessing me and He keeps increasing my territory. I ain't gonna reach out to a motherfucker, man, and shut that fuck up. Reach out to your mama. I ain't reaching out to nobody. I don't reach out that folk don't want to be reached out to. That's a rich. Nigga, okay. Mm-mm. 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 I just keep on doing me. Abel didn't do nothing to Cain. He was just jealous. I got to ask once, would you give your family the money if you won one of them lotto things, $3, $4 million? My answer was not a penny, not a token. I tried. Don't call me if I become a multi-millionaire. Don't call me. Because I ain't going to answer the goddamn phone. I ain't giving you shit. Nothing. Not a quarrel. I'm your loving nephew. Shit. Don't love me now. Love who you've been loving. Mm. Ooh, I can't believe I said he drank 2 Heinekens. Got a little corn left in this one. Mm. All right. What time is it? 20 minutes to 9. I had a 1 day special on the bedroom therapy. Thanks to Monique. She made my day. It took me $2,500. Mm. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I ain't gonna, oh, a lot of tickets? No, brother, no. Mm-mm. before I go, because I won't be back until Monday. I'm flying out tomorrow, I think about 12. I don't know why folk always think when you get some, they entitled or something, because they some kin to you. Bullshit. I will be back sometimes Monday. I should be back for the evening show. I'll be in a row. I will be in a political mood when I get back. There's some things that has to be dealt with. One of the things, I'm not really going down there to gamble. I'm going to get the sand betwixt my toes down the beach, having some of them little umbrella drinks. Um, I'm gonna do some collaborating in my mind. Well, they need to. I mean, they order tomorrow. I'll still see your orders while I'm out of town, but I won't push for them to go to the mail until Monday. Okay. But Monique sent me cash at me $2,500, 300 coffees and 200 honeys. And Monique, if you're still on the page, yours will be shipped out tomorrow. Okay. I offered normally you can get 10 for 120. I offered you 20 today for $200. Plus, I was going to throw in 2 hunchies. And that's only until I go off there. After I go off there, it's the same price as always. But Monique is in Las Vegas, where they have all them brothels and stuff, you know, where prostitution is legal. And she has the perfect business idea. Make sure all the men at the brothels got some medicine, so they could do some brothering at the brothel. You got to have a business idea. I've got some people that's got the product, you ain't making no money because you don't know what you're doing. You don't know what you're doing. You're not marketing your product. So she gonna make her money. And y'all can make money too. The Bunny Ranch still open? I don't know why y'all won't come make some of this munchie with me. And one of the reasons I'm taking on that radio station, if we can come to terms. Do you know what I can do in Mississippi if I'm on the air every day? I remember when I was down there and I was going to the station on Saturdays, them old men come by the station and I was selling them in ones, then ones and twos. You know what y'all talking about? It's showing what I'm talking about. And man, do you know what I can do in Mississippi Them old men, all them old men, they're gonna be going to the grandchildren. Give me one of them cash app things. Grandpa, what you need a cash app? Don't worry about what I want it for. Girl, just do what I tell you to do. Get me one of them cash app things. I got a surprise for your grandmama. It's a wonderful product. It's a transforming product. It's a wonderful product. And y'all scared to send me your munchies. Whew. Mm. That honey by itself is a miracle worker. Music, stop your extra chatter on my goddamn page. Go to your own goddamn pages if y'all want to be friends, buddies, and pals. Okay? Is it 9 o'clock? I can leave at 9 tonight. Whew. What's the cash app? I would like to buy some coffee. It's $ Naked Truth Ministries. $ Naked Truth Ministries. You need to go ahead on and get the product. So you'll be able to fuck on Father's Day. I was thinking this week was Father's Day. All the phone lines open. What you want to talk about, brother? Nine zero 92319239 if you want to call. And you got something sensible to say. Only if you got something sensible. Do honey come with the 5-pack? No, sir. If you ain't got but $60, that's all you get is the 5. You said you want to call, brother. The number is 901 231 9239. 901-231-9239. Irene says, if you took care of your parents in life, should you have to pay for the funeral if you have siblings? If you want them to get buried, you do. If I hadn't did my mama, ain't no telling how long my mama would have stayed at the funeral home. But you pay it and move on. Brother, you said you want to call me, and I goddamn. That a number? 901-231-9239. Well, I don't need you to tell me how rude. Why the fuck you gonna tell me how rude and disrespectful somebody is? Why do you think I give a fuck? You're mind on the wrong thing. I don't care about what folks say, man. You gonna tell me what somebody said? You gotta tell me what no motherfucker said. I don't give a fuck. All right, if there are no phone calls, what's that? 9 minutes. Before the mail will leave for the weekend. Living for the weekend. I got a new blues song I'm gonna play in the morning. Somebody sent me. Somebody ride this mule. Woo. Let's see. I'm trying to find it. Okay. Just a tad bit of it.
Wait, before you scroll away,
I'm finna scroll away.
urgently needs you to sign this petition to protect.
Y'all come on and ride with me. Yeah. I'ma let you ride. Yeah. Until you get tired.
I'm gonna let you ride till you get tired.
I'ma let you ride. Yeah. Until you get tired. When you get done, there's something you got to do. Turn around, baby, and let me get on top of you from the back. Hey, yeah. I know you want it like that. From the side, hey, babe, so I can look in your eye. When you ride, just stay on it. I want you to know, baby, it's not no goddamn pony. It's a mule.
It's a mule. This ain't no pony.
Yeah, it's a mule.
It's a mule.
It's a mule. Yeah, it's a mule. When you ride, just hold on. And I want you to know, baby, it won't be long
Before I ski.
before I ski. Can I hit it? Hey, ooh, yeah. And I ain't gonna quit it. Can I stand up in it? Ooh, yeah. Can I lick you, lick you, lick you, lick you, lick you real good? Yeah. Can I ride you all night? When you ride, just stay on it. And I want you to know, baby, it's not no goddamn pony. It's a mule.
No, that is not TK, so.
It's a mule. It's a mule. I'ma let you ride. Hey, till you get tired. It's a mule. When you get tired, that's when I'm gonna get mine. It's a mule. I'ma let you roll till you get through. It's a mule. And when you get through, this what I'm gonna do to you. It's a mule. I'ma let you ride.
Boy,
Those emotions.
it's something about the blues, boy. The man said, before I skeet, you know, whew, I ain't never heard that one in a blues song, but I like it. Yeah, boy, I enjoy the blues, and me playing the blues is so uh, it's so relaxing. When I get up in the morning, I get up in the morning ready to play the blues. Mm. Ooh, it's a mule.
Call from.
Yeah.
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
Go ahead.
Yeah, Mel your beard.
The what?
Mel is your beard.
Did you call me from Sumner, South Carolina to be a fool? Now I'm going to put
Mel
you.
is your beard.
Okay.
You're a faggot. Mel is your beard.
Okay.
Everybody know that. I don't know why you still playing with everybody.
Have I fucked you?
Everybody in Memphis know, and everybody in here, all across the country,
Okay.
you're a faggot.
I'm a faggot. Have I fucked?
Yeah, Mel is your beard.
Okay. How you know I'm a faggot?
Now, listen, man. Everybody know that shit, man.
No. How you know I'm a faggot?
Stop playing with people, man.
Have I fucked you?
Everybody know you're a faggot, man.
Have I fucked you?
Stop playing with people, man.
Have no, brother. I asked you a question.
That's been a faggot, man.
Have I fucked you? Have I fucked you?
If my point exactly, why do you want to fuck another man for?
No. You say I'm a faggot.
No,
the only way that you would know that I'm a faggot. Okay. Have I fucked you? Have you sucked my dick?
You a faggot.
Have you sucked my dick?
Mother damn motherfucker, you a faggot too. Yeah, you a faggot.
You done suck my dick.
Oh, so damn. How was it the word with on Tears Madison though?
Do what now?
How was it with Tears Madison though?
What about me, Madison?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you a faggot and a fucking faggot.
So because
It's one thing to be a faggot, but you a fat faggot at that.
I'm a fat faggot.
You could be a faggot, but damn, you a fat faggot. You fat as all outdoors, and you a faggot. That shit don't look good.
And does that sounds good to you? Do you think you're getting some brownie points?
No, I ain't want to hear that shit. Tell everybody know, man, especially in Memphis, especially North Memphis, everybody know you a faggot.
Man, I ain't been in North Memphis in so many years, man.
Purple fucking van, you a faggot.
Okay. Now I'm faggot. Now what? Now what about it?
I mean, damn, why would you want to damn carry that damn?
See, if you say that I'm a faggot.
The followers, they all them suck dick, and all them motherfuckers laugh at you too. They there to get a laugh. I mean, I understand you get your money too, so I can't even fault you for that. But, yeah.
And I get a lot of money. Man. So.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I get. Oh yeah.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
But when your wife talked to you the other night, well, I think she fucking somebody else, man.
Okay. You don't sit in here tonight, do you?
Oh, you ain't got nothing to say about that, ain't it?
What about it, brother?
Well, let me check this out, and I want you all.
What's your, hey, brother, wait a minute, let me ask you something. No, wait a minute, let me ask you something, bro. What's your name? Don't hang up, brother. Let's see what your number is. Y'all call this number, see if this is a real number. Area code 803-840-6483. 803-840-6483. And that's all you call for, bro? That's all you call for? See, I'm not insecure about who I am. Yes, Madison is my friend. Mm-hmm. She's not supposed to be my friend because of her sexual preference. If I was ashamed of my friendship with T.S. Madison, I would have never went on her TV show. If I was worried about what you motherfuckers would say, I would have never went on her show. But see, Madison is, I will say again, and if me and my wife wasn't all right, I wouldn't be getting on no airplane tomorrow. We had a disagreement. Everything's in check. You're just jealous of me, man. Madison is my friend. And guess what? Well, I'll tell you about it in a minute. Let me see if this is somebody else
Call
sitting.
from.
Reverend Taylor.
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2. To accept, press 1. To send...
What's your name, sir?
How you doing tonight? Reverend Taylor.
Who? What's your first name?
Reverend Taylor.
Reverend.
Yes.
Your mama named you Reverend.
No, I've been ordained as a reverend.
Okay, so wait a minute. Why did you call in with a title, brother? Do you know that is
Excuse me?
why you call in with a title? No one presents themselves and introduces themselves with a title.
Well, I'm not no one. I'm somebody.
To who?
To all.
All of us don't
May
know
not be
you.
you, but I'm somebody.
You're not. But brother, no one introduces. The president would not introduce himself as President Joe Biden. He would say Joe Biden.
Sir, we are not here tonight talking about a president. We're not here. Joe Biden has nothing to do with this.
Okay. What you want to talk about? You got 30 seconds.
I was wondering, do you have plans this weekend?
Do I have what?
Plans? Any plans? Do you have any reservation?
Why?
Any plans?
Why?
Because I will be in Memphis, Tennessee this weekend, and I would like to go out for lunch or dinner
For what?
to discuss some business propositions.
Why? What kind of business propositions?
Marketing. I'm trying to run some commercials.
How much?
City of Memphis.
Brother, all you got to do is cash out me the money. How much money do you want to spend?
Well, I need to know how much radio time I'm going to be allowed, sir.
How much? According to how much money you want to spend? How much money you want to spend?
I don't plan on spending over $1,500.
Oh, brother, you have a good weekend here.
What do you mean?
You have a good weekend.
What do you mean?
I don't do shit for $1,500. You have a great weekend, brother. God bless you.
That's what I asked you, sir. Could you give me a itemization of how do you normally run these commercials?
I started $2,500, brother.
So what? How much airtime play will I get each day for that?
What's the name of your business?
I'm trying to run a nonprofit organization.
What's the name of your nonprofit organization?
TNT.
What?
TNT. Sir, excuse me?
What does it do? What does your nonprofit do?
We're going around, we're looking for at least 25 young men, 25 young women. We'll be taking sewing classes to get you some new threads so you can quit wearing all these old 1967 man clothes, that big pink ass, cloud ass shirt you wearing. What Dale at, nigga? Where Dale at? That's who I need to speak with. Dale. Put Dale on the phone. How can I reach her?
You can call her, bro.
Huh?
Call her.
Do you still love Dale as you did?
Sir.
Which one of them pussies
Sir, you know what?
Who had to wear the pussy?
You,
Which one did you use that car for? Who had to wear the pussy? Dale or Mel? Answer that question.
and you want to call me a faggot? And this is men on the phone. You ain't got no money. But you didn't want no money. And you got one of them phones where you can switch numbers, whatever that shit is. And this is the reason that the black woman has very little respect for black men. Or just Wi-Fi numbers. So you want to be a clown, brother. But you can't stop me and nothing that I do. The jealousy is that you want to be who I am and what I am. You want somebody besides your dead looking ass mammy to know who you are. City black men, immature black men, worthless ass black men want to be who I am. And you can't be. You can't be. You can't be. Your greatest claim to fame is that you call the Thaddeus Matthews Show and you act a fool. Brother, I'm not going to answer my phone on you again. Now you're calling from 631-923-6230. You motherfuckers pitiful. But brother, I'll be getting on a chartered plane in the morning. Going to Biloxi. Not from the international airport. A chartered plane. A trip that's already paid for, brother. Oh, you. What kind of woman could you have? I know that your woman ain't sitting around while you being ignorant on the phone, brother. And you may have to call me to help bury your nasty ass mammy. The bitch with no insurance. The bitch that already got maggots crawling out of her pussy. You may have to call me to disinfect that bitch and bury her. But you can't have a father either because somebody never taught you manhood. You think his woman that call that Matthew, call that Matthew, and that bitch drooling. That bitch drooling. She foaming at the mouth, thinking about what a real man could do to her. You love dick, motherfucker. You motherfucker that's peeing on your motherfucking balls, motherfucker. Bitch can't even give you a blowjob. And there are some silly women. And if you as women would quit putting up with niggas like this, then we all have a better world. Nigga, you can quit calling, ain't nobody gonna talk to you. Your children don't even like you. Even that little bitch you got of a daughter with that one plait on her motherfucking head, that bitch don't like you. You one nut having motherfucker. Let me let my friend speak for me.
What's up, everybody? Is it on? Is it on? Is this thing recording? Well, honey, I hope it's recorded so that you can hear me. I am T.S. Madison, and baby, my friend, Mr. Thaddeus Matthews, is running for mayor of Memphis. And guess what, bitch? Oh, yes, I know y'all ain't gonna like this, but I endorse my friend. Let me tell you something. The cussing pastor may cuss you motherfucking hoes out like a motherfucker, but one thing that he does is he really believes in his city. He loves his city, he loves his town, and he loves his people. You just don't want to fuck up and get on his bad side because he the one that's gonna let your ass know. And yes, I've heard some of my LBGT friends say that he's homophobic and transphobic and all of that type of stuff. I guess he's just one of those people that don't have a perspective of a person, like kind of like the Lord. And if your ass want it, you can get it. But I love him, and he's my friend. And I'm expecting for y'all to run out there and vote for it because he definitely got your back. Just don't cross it, or it's gonna be a fuck you Friday. I love you, Thaddeus, and I'm wishing you the best on your campaign.
That's my friend. And I don't, I don't care what you church folk, you hippo Christians have to say. Madison is my friend that's making major moves, major money making moves. And she has a productions system out of this world. She made her first million in the porn world. And she tells you that that ain't her life no more. But she uses what she had to make what she have now. And I heard today her production person to give me some creative idea about what more I can do to enhance because this person does all of the media and animations and productions. So I hired them as a consultant today as I increase my territory. See, poor pitiful black ass man, while you sitting there mocking me and thinking that you're comical, I'm increasing my territory and you stuck in one little fucking spot. That's what I do. I increase territory while you stuck in one spot. I don't do no, you know, y'all can't call me from no block numbers. I'm going to utilize the gay community in the mayor's race. Why would I alienate a crowd that has power and money? I wish I could have got a decent call tonight, but I guess that there was not decency in the house tonight and can vote. Yes, the gay community has the biggest fan base. And I'm going to bring Madison in. I'm going to get some jobs in city government to the LBGD. See, I get all them alphabets mixed up. Y'all know what I'm talking about. LBGBT. Did I say it right? I don't answer block calls. Those are coward calls. LGBT. Okay. Thank you. I get all them numbers, all them alphabets mixed up. Well, I say ABC, elementary, P. Yeah. I don't even think I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do Sunday morning. Sunday morning at 10 o'clock. I will do our spiritual moment. I'm gonna take my contraptions with me, all these tablets, and I'll do Sunday morning at 10 a.m. But I'm not gonna do anything tomorrow. I will do the radio show in the morning. That I will do in the morning. Other than that,
Send a voicemail, press 2. To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
who is this?
Okay, go.
Who is this?
Cousin lady.
All right, what you got to say?
It's my name.
Ma'am,
Cousin lady.
what, Catherine, whatever it is you're listening to, cut it down, darling.
I did. I'm sorry. Hello.
Go ahead, Catherine.
Okay.
Speak up, baby. Don't have me on the speakerphone. Talk to me directly in the phone, baby.
Okay. I wanted to know.
Ma'am, take me off the speaker. Ma'am, take me off the
I'm on
speakerphone.
speakerphone.
Just speak up so I can hear you.
I'm not on speaker.
Now I can hear you. All right, what's on your mind?
I wanted to know, I'm dealing with a situation like I'm just trying to figure out how to handle.
Ma'am, but ma'am, you're
I
just,
just found, yes.
ma'am, we can't hear you. Talk right into your receiver. You ain't got no Bluetooth on, have you?
No, sir.
All right, speak up where we can hear you.
Okay, should I just call from a different number?
No, because I ain't going to wait on you, baby. You need to talk to me right now while I'm on the phone. Just speak up so we can hear you.
Okay, can you hear me now?
I hear you a little bit better, ma'am. Go ahead.
Okay, I wanted to know, I'm dealing with a situation where I just found out almost a week ago that my sibling took my father's church and everything, and I don't even know how to handle it.
You found out what, ma'am?
They took my father, they went and sold my dad's building, who was a pastor. They went and sold his building for $1. That's what they told me.
Ma'am, I can't fully understand you because you're not speaking loud in the phone. They sold your dad as what?
They sold his church building for $1, and they just telling me after 20 years.
They sold your dad's church building. How they sell your dad's church building for $1?
Because they went to court. When he passed, they went to court, and they lied to me all these years and act like we still had the building and everything. The building is worth $6 million right now, and they told me that they did it for $1.
They sold it to, ma'am, who they sell the church to?
They said they gave it to an organization in New York.
Where are the papers at?
I have them now.
You have the papers now?
But they held them all these years. I never had to transfer to anything, but I have it now.
And why would your family sell a building for $1?
Because they said they didn't want me to have anything to do with it.
They didn't want what? They want what?
They didn't want me to have any inheritance or anything.
They want you to have no inheritance. So they.
And the one that sold it is not even my father's son.
What was you gonna do? You was gonna preach?
No, but at least make it a building where, it could be helpful with the community or something. Like, I don't understand you just give a building away that was paid for.
Do you have any paperwork that says that it's been?
I have all the paperwork. I have everything.
How long your dad have been dead?
20 years, and they just now.
Wait a minute, baby. Wait a minute. Your dad have been dead 20 years.
Yes,
How long the church been sold?
20 years.
Well, goddamn, you wasn't going to church, were you?
No, when he transferred it, he put another church in there and told me they were just renting or whatever. But he would always ask me for money to tax it. So I never really, I just believed what he was saying because he was my older brother.
Man, why you even care?
Huh?
After 20 years, why you care?
Because it's worth. Because he sold my portion of the building.
Was it your building?
It was a part of my inheritance. It was a part of what I.
Baby, don't nobody owe you shit when they, ma'am, don't nobody owe you a goddamn thing when they die.
No, he left it to. It was left to me partly.
So,
Actually,
ma'am, see, it's a lot of something you leaving out. Is it on paper that it was part of your building?
yes.
Then,
My dad initially thought that my mom would pass last. So when he passed after my mom, so that's why I was
baby, they couldn't sell the building at all if you are on the building as an owner of the property.
But they did because they went in court as if they didn't know who I was or anything. They did.
So, man, White, it's 20 years. How old are you?
Grown with grown kids.
How old are you?
I don't want to tell everybody my age.
Don't nobody really care.
I know.
Okay, I mean, shit, but
I just called in. To see if I could get a little advice.
no, forget it. Just forget it. I don't know what's bothering you after 20 years. It just now took you this long to be concerned about it.
I was concerned, but he kept lying to me. Like he would say, "Oh, I need this for
And you didn't,
to pay."
and you didn't have sense enough to go and pull the paperwork yourself.
I did have paperwork, but I didn't have paperwork enough to understand that he was lying to me. You see what I'm saying?
When
I didn't have the transcript or anything. I have all of that now.
why didn't you go? So who does it say that the property belongs to now?
He transferred it over to another church.
If he did he transfer ownership of the property to another church?
Yes, he did. He said he gave it to another church for $1.
Who, your daddy?
No, my brother gave the church away. He gave my father's church away for $1 to another church. So he said.
All right, man. Forget about it.
Thank you.
Get your own building.
Okay. Okay.
All right. Okay. I don't even know what to say behind this shit. Whew. $20 years. 20 years. Mm. Mm. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a pleasure tonight. I don't know. What do you say after some dumb shit like that? I mean, that was dumb shit. That was so dumb. Mm. 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 All right. Y'all can join me in the morning for the Vets and Blues. I don't understand it, y'all. I don't understand the mentality of so many of our people. We suffer from real mental illness. That woman had a mental problem. She had a mental problem. Lord, did she have a mental problem? All right. I will be back with you on Sunday morning for our spiritual moment, an hour of power. Mm, mm, mm. I don't understand it. I just, I didn't understand her. I didn't. I, uh, that was just so crazy. Woo. Mm. Join me for the best in blues on tomorrow morning. I will be here for the blues show in the morning. And we'll kick some ass with some blues in the morning. Like I said, I've added a lot of Southern soul music to what I do. So it's going to be off the chain. Did y'all like that Mew song? Man, I like that. Lot of blues on tomorrow morning. Lot of blues. Okay. Ooh. Mm. If you have not ordered the product, go ahead and order it right now. Just go ahead and get it. It works. It works. My God, it works. Oh, it's a blues song I want y'all to hear. Let me, because I'm gonna do a show about it. Wait a minute. No, wait a minute. Let me find it. Let me find it. Because I want to do a show about it and see if what you as women would say. What your response would be if a woman came to you and made this statement. Who's that song by? I can't find it. But it's a good record, and it says something. The woman tells a woman something. Oh, I got the wrong song up there. And I want to know, I can't find it because I want to on this tablet. But you got to hear it. You got to hear it. I don't know why I can't find it on here. The song is called Your Man or Mine. Let me see that. Let me search it another way. Well, I'll play it in the morning because I can't find it on the tablet now. Uh-uh. Uh-uh. It's a good song. It's a good song. No, it ain't Shirley and Barbara. That's Woman to Woman. Lord, I can't find it. I don't know why I can't find the song. And I ain't going into the broadcast. I can't find it. I can't find it. And that's bad. That's bad. That is bad. Because I wanted to give you that one before I was left. Let me give it another title. I still don't see it. And I'll find it as soon as I go off the air. But it's a record that I want to do a show about. Let's see if I got it in this one. I might have it in this phone. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. If not, y'all just have to tune in the morning. I can't take all these cameras into my broadcast studio. Um, but it's an excellent blues song. An excellent blues song. Well, we got to do without it till in the morning. What do you mean someone tagged me on T.S. Madison Live? All right, I'll just play it in the morning on the blues show. I will be on the air live and in color in the morning. And I sure hope that you will join me in the morning. We're going to just do our thing in the morning. Okay. I mean, what do you mean someone tagged me on it? All right, I'm going to go. Thank y'all. I tried to find this blues song, and as soon as I go off the air, I'll find it. But if not, it's already prepared for you in the morning. Join me at 6 a.m. in the morning, 6 a.m. Central Time on WMQM radio right here out of the city of Memphis. Those of you around the country, just go to the Tune In app. It'll be there as well. Hopefully, we'll be doing some other things and expanding the radio show as well. It's just called increasing your territory. All right, y'all.